I fell in love with this Pottery Barn dresser, but $3,300 in this economy is an immediate no. So watch me turn this IKEA duplicate I bought off a Facebook Marketplace for $150 into my Pottery Barn dream, and you tell me at the end if it's better than the original. I began sanding my life away until I realized I was truly going to be here for 3 days to get back down to the raw wood, so I brought out my trusty faux wood board, and I knew I could still get the same look with less steps. After scuff sanding the piece and removing all dust and grease with Fusion's TSP, I picked out my wide, flat Stahlmeister brush, ideal for large flat surfaces. To achieve the lighter faux wood option, raw silk is the perfect undercoat for this look. I worked my way in 2 sections lengthwise, making sure I didn't overwork the paint. And Fusion dries fast, and our mister is the best tool to keep moisture in the paint to give you that extra working time. Notice how I'm able to seamlessly blend the 2 sections as if they were painted as one with the mister, a quick hand, and the wide brush to lay off. I repeated this across the body, the drawer fronts, and the new trim, which my dad helped me cut from simple molding. I love the heightened look a piece gets with molding, and although the original Pottery Barn dresser only has it on the 4 lower drawers, I wanted my piece to have trim on every drawer. I worked my way around the dresser once more for a second coat before leaving it to dry for a few days. Now, this is important. Stain and finishing oil contains solvents which can easily reactivate paint, so I wanted to give it some time to truly cure before using our SFO as a glaze for the wood effect. And then I was on to the most fun part of the makeover. Using our SFO and cappuccino, I brushed it on with a cheap chip brush in the direction of the grain. SFO has a long open time and it truly works for you. I never felt rushed through this step and kept moving and brushing off the stain in steady strokes until I reached my desired look. And this is how it looks up close. Intentional variation and a subtle texture. I repeated this process around the dresser, the drawer fronts, and the trim. Because I use the SFO like a glaze, it is perfectly normal for this to take a few days minimum to dry. At the time of this project, my environment was warm and humid, so it took a full week to dry, and that is perfectly normal for this type of application in this environment. I used only carpenter glue to reattach the trim molding and reused the original knobs because they looked identical to the original Pottery Barn ones. And that's it. Here's a reminder of where we started, and this is where we finished. I personally love how this looks more than the original inspiration, and even if I had to buy the IKEA dresser brand new, this project would have cost me under $600. I can't wait to add this dresser into my bedroom and to see what I paint next. What do you think?